Good morning, students. Warm welcome to all. Today is a great day because today we are going to learn about the new lesson. This is history lesson unit 2 from trade to territory. This is the first session. So I give a name part 1. Okay. We have already learned about how to European people came to India. Yes, I know that the European peoples came to India from the sea route. Okay, the Vasco da Gama discovered the new sea route from Europe to India. The main purpose, the only purpose is trade. So the trade purpose, the European people came to our country because lot of spices abundant in our country. So the spices attract to get a trade opportunity to India and Europe. So this is the main purpose. Later, the European people attack our country's territory. This is the second one. Okay. So what are the objectives? Learning objectives in the lesson. First one, to know the rise of political power of English East India Company. Okay, this is the introduction. Next one, to know the events and impact of Battle of Plassey and Buxar. In this event, we have to learn about what are the events and impact of Battle of Plassey and Buxar. To know the Carnatic Wars and Mysore Wars, to know the Anglo-Maratha Wars, to understand the growth of colonial army and civilian administration, to understand the principles of subsidiary alliances and doctrine of lapse. So, in this session, we have to learn about only the events and impact of Battle of Plassey and Buxar. Okay, let's start this lesson. Introduction. In the 15th century, Europe witnessed an era of geographical discoveries through land and sea routes. In 1498, Vasco da Gama of Portugal discovered a new sea route from Europe to India in the year 1498. So, the Vasco da Gama discovered a new sea route from Europe to India. The main motive behind those discovery was to maximize profit through trade and establish political supremacy. So this is the main motive of European people. So there is the main motive, maximum profit through trade and establish political supremacy. The rule of East India Company in India became effective after the conquest of Bengal. The main interest of the company in India was territorial and commercial expansion. So establishment of political power by the East India Company. First one, Battle of Plassey in 1757. Battle of Plassey in 1577. The important persons are Alverdi Khan, Sirajud-Dowlah, and Robert Clive. These three members are the important persons in the battle. Okay, the main incident, the black hole tragedy. Okay, this is the answer for first one question. So this is the main important events in the Battle of Plassey. Aliverdi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, died in 1756, and his grandson Sirajud-Dowlah ascended the throne of Bengal. So after the Aliverdi Khan, Sirajud-Dowlah get the throne. The British, taking advantage of new Nawab's weakness and popularity seized power because Sirajud-Dowlah get a throne, but he was a weak king. So the British utilized this opportunity to capture the place of Bengal. So Sirajud-Dowlah decided to teach them a lesson by attacking over the political settlement of Calcutta. So Sirajud-Dowlah decided to teach British. So he created a biggest event. That event is called as a black hole tragedy. So the event is black hole tragedy. Okay, in 1756. There was a small dungeon room in the fort of William in Calcutta. The small dungeon room where troops of Nawab of Bengal or Sirajuddaulah held 146 British prisoners of war for one night. Next day morning, when the door was opened, 123 of the prisoners found dead because of suffocation. So suffocation means it is a மூச்சு திணறல். ஒரு குட்டி small dungeon roomல the Sirajuddaulah held 146 prisoners of war. So British prisoners ஃபுல்லாத்தையும் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, ஸ்மால் டஞ்சன் ரூமில் ஒன் டே நைட் ஃபுல்லாக அடைச்சி வச்சுட்டாங்க. ஸோ மேலே டோர் ஓப்பன் பண்ணும்போது என்ன செஞ்சுட்டாங்க, அந்த சம் prisoners are died. This is a black hole tragedy. This is the answer for first question. Okay. The Nawab captured the factory at Kazim Bazaar. On 20 June 1756, Fort William surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. So first, the Sirajuddaulah captured the factory at Kazim Bazaar. So the Fort William is captured by him. Later, Robert Clive recovered from Sirajuddaulah. On 9th February 1757, Treaty of Aligarh was signed, whereby Sirajuddaulah considered partially all his claims. Both of them give a sign in Treaty of Aligarh. So the Sirajuddaulah decided to give some places. British then captured Chandranagar, the French settlement, on March 1757. So British captured the place of French, that is Chandranagar. This is the place of French settlement. So British captured that place. The Battle of Plassey took place between the British East India Company, the Nawab of Bengal and his French alliances. So the war was happened in 1757 between the peoples of British East India Company, the Sirajuddaulah, Nawab of Bengal and French alliances. It was fought on 23 June 1757. The English East India Company's forces under Robert Clive defeated the forces of Sirajuddaulah. So British East India Company sent Robert Clive as the governor. He defeated Sirajuddaulah. After the collapse of Bengal, the company gained a huge amount of wealth from the treasury of Bengal and used it to strengthen its military force. So after defeated, the Robert Clive get a huge amount from the Bengal. The amount was used to strengthen its military force. The beginning of the British political army over India may be traced from the Battle of Plassey. So this is the beginning. The victory of Battle of Plassey is the beginning. The British people get a political support. It was the most decisive battle that marked the initiation of British rule in India for the next century. So next 2 centuries, the power of India is held by British through this end of war. Because the Battle of Plassey, the Indian ruler Sirajuddaulah lose there. So the place Bengal is given to Robert Clive. So Robert Clive get a supremacy in India. Next war is Battle of Buxar in 1764. So after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the company was granted undistributed right to have a free trade in Bengal. Undistributed means no obstacles. எந்த ஒரு தடையுமே இல்லாமல் பிரிட்டிஷ் என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, இந்தியா கூட ட்ரேட் தொடங்கிச்சிட்டாங்க. ட்ரேட் இன் பெங்கால், பீகார் அண்ட் ஒரிஷா. It receives the place of 24 baragas in Bengal. So So this after the end of Battle of Plassey, the British get a rights to free trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa, and they are also received a place of 24 paragas. This is the answer for second one question. Okay, this is the answer for second one question. Mir Jafar. Next, Mir Jafar, the Nawab of Bengal, however, fell into arrears and was forced to abdicate to favor of his son-in-law Mir Qasim. So the Nawab of Bengal, Mir Jafar, the Bengal was captured by British. After the Siraj-ud-Dawlat, Mir Jafar get the throne in Nawab of Bengal, but the Mir Jafar does not pay the taxes. Does not pay the taxes. So British forced to give up the throne to his son Mir Qasim. So the Mir Jafar was forced to give. Abdicated means forced to give up the throne. So abdicated means give up. So Mir Jafar give up the throne to his son-in-law Mir Qasim. After the king of Mir Jafar, the Mir Qasim get the king. Mir Qasim cedar means captured. Mir Qasim captured Butwan, Midnapur and Chittagong. He shifted his capital from Murshidabad to Mongir. Mir Qasim soon revolted as he was angry with the British for misusing the districts means that is the free duty passes. The British வந்து ட்ரேட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அப்போ என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க Mir Qasim some problems. He created some problem with the British. So British get angry against Mir Qasim. However, having been defeated by the British, so British defeated Mir Qasim. He fled to Oudh, where he formed a confederation with Shuja-ud-Dawlat and Shah Alam. So after defeating Mir Qasim, he went to Oudh and he get a help to Shuja-ud-Dawlat and Shah Alam to defeat French. The battle was fought on October 22, 1764. Okay, October 22, 1764 at Buxar. This is the small fortified town within the territory of Bihar, located on the banks of Ganges River, about 130 kilometers west of Patna. So the Buxar place was found in Bihar. This is a small fortified town. So the battle was happened in the place of Buxar in the year October 22, 1764. Okay, so the war between Mir Qasim with British. It was a decisive victory for the British East India Company, but in this war, British won the war. British get the victory. Shuja-ud-Dawlat, Shah Alam and Mir Qasim were defeated by General Hector Munro. So in the Battle of Buxar, Shuja-ud-Dawlat, Shah Alam, Mir Qasim, the three persons defeated by the East India Company's General Hector Munro. Mir Jafar was again placed on the throne. So after the end of battle war, Mir Jafar again placed on the throne. On his Mir Jafar's death, his son Nizam-ud-Dawlat. So after Mir Jafar, his son Nizam-ud-Dawlat was placed on the throne and signed Allahabad Treaty on 20th February 1765. So the war was ended by the Treaty of Allahabad. Okay, so Battle of Buxar was happened in the place Buxar in the year 1764, and the war was ended by Allahabad Treaty in the year 1765. Okay, by which the Nawab had to disband. Disband means there is no power in Nizam-ud-Dawlat. Most of his army and to administer Bengal through a deputy subedar nominated by the company. So after the death of Mir Jafar, his son Nizam-ud-Dawla get the throne, but he has lost his power. The most power was headed by deputy subedar. Okay, he was a British person. So this is the dual system. So Robert Clive introduced the dual system. So that place was ruled by British as well as the king, the Nawab king. That is a dual system. Robert Clive concluded two separate treaties with Suraj-ud-Dawla and Shah Alam too. Dual system of government started in Bengal. So Robert Clive started a dual system in Bengal. Got it? So already we have to mark first and second question. The third question is starting from in the paragraph Battle of Buxar, in the fourth line Mir Jafar to Mir Kazim, and again started from the second paragraph third line Mir Kazim to free duty passes. This is the answer for third one question. Okay, so in this session we have to mark the 3 questions. Okay, now I ended the session.